Hey everyone, my name is Poisonblade and I hope all of you are doing well out there. So for today's video we are back in Kayan Al-Bashar for a short little update, and I do intend to keep this video short because I know, given the chance, that my rambly squirrel ass will easily be able to make this video into a 10-minute or longer one, which I don't intend for. But what you see right now on screen is what you're going to see throughout today's video, because whenever I build a scene or view that I'm proud of, I will shove it in your face. So there's that. But if you want to know where this Gypsy Romani wagon camp is, it's right next to the palace. I mean, you can see it floating in the background. But that's enough delaying on my part, so let's get into those two updates that I want to talk about. The first one is probably the most exciting one, I would assume, but it is that Kayan Al-Bashar is almost ready for release. I'm aiming for a Halloween release of the project, but it might be delayed because I want to be extremely extra when it comes to the cinematic video that I have decided has to come out alongside Kayan Al-Bashar. And when I'm talking about extremely extra, I'm talking about making that cinematic video into almost like a game or movie trailer. So yes, extremely and unnecessarily extra, but my reasoning behind that is that I want to be extremely and unnecessarily extra. That's the main reason and the most important one, but the small-ish side reason is that Kayan Al-Bashar probably deserves a extremely unnecessarily extra game/movie trailer-esque cinematic video. But it all still boils down because I want to be extremely unnecessarily extra. But yeah, to wrap up the first update, I'm aiming for a Halloween release when it comes to Kayan Al-Bashar, but might be delayed because I'm a squirrel. But anyway, going into the second update, I have to give some context here, but whenever I reach a milestone around any of my projects, I usually do a commentator tour, or some others might call it a walkthrough or showcase of said project. That usually boils down to me walking around the project and basically fangirling over my own builds, which, yes, might be as egotistical or narcissistic as it sounds. But what I'm thinking of for this milestone is to maybe reach out to another YouTuber to see if they would be willing to do that commentator tour, walkthrough slash showcase slash however you want to call it. But there's something that's holding me back, which is, well, you would think that after almost 2 years of being on YouTube that I would have gone better at like the social things or the interactions, but no, I'm just as shitty at those as I was when I started. So basically I have just a lot of fears of reaching out to another YouTuber. Boiling them down to two is, first one, general fear that I think a lot of people have when it comes to social interactions, but that's the fear of inadvertently or accidentally insulting the other person, which, as I said, probably a fear that a lot of people have. The second one is more YouTuber related, but it's the fear of being a leech on someone else's channel. Like, I'm just reaching out because I want to like suck up some of their subscribers or viewers or views or anything like that. And I know that some people might already think like, oh, with a project like Kayan Al-Bashar, you shouldn't worry about that, but all my brain is thinking like, oh, if you reach out to another YouTuber, you're just going to be a nuisance and you will just be a leech or, you know, a fame whore or a spotlight chaser. And yeah, my brain is basically my biggest setback sometimes when it comes to trying to reach out to any other YouTubers. I already do have someone in mind, and I want to reach out to another YouTuber because I think it would be fun to see someone else look at the project. Yeah, I just have to overcome those fears first, and I just probably have to just send that message. And I have to say this immediately, and I know that you guys are good squirrels. I haven't called you guys squirrels in a long time, but I'm delaying here, but I know that you guys are good squirrels, but I have to say, don't try and reach out to any YouTuber on my behalf, because in the end it's my task to do that. And also, even though you might have the best of intentions, it's only going to make it more difficult and awkward for me because of two reasons. There's a lot of twos in today's video, but the first one is, of course, I mean, I already can imagine the conversation, like if I reach out to anyone else, and they would say, oh yeah, I knew that you were going to reach out because someone in my comments or on my Twitter or on some other platform told me about this. And then I would just want to disappear into a hole and die. And then there's also, of course, the possibility like I have someone in mind, but you guys might have someone else in mind. And then if you reach out to that person and it comes out that I'm not intending to reach out to that person, it's just going to make it awkward times a million. Because then it's just going to be like, oh, alright. But yeah, so basically it all comes down to I want to reach out to another YouTuber to see if they would be willing to do that showcase or tour or walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, just to, you know, get a new view on Kayan Al-Bashar, to see what they think of Kayan Al-Bashar. But it's basically my own brain and my own fears holding me back. So to wrap up all of these updates right now, because otherwise I'm going to ramble on. I mean, I already said in the beginning, my rambly squirrel ass will easily be able to do that. First update, Kayan Al-Bashar aiming for a release on Halloween, but might be delayed because I'm a squirrel. And second one, I might do the commentator tour myself, but there is a chance that I will overcome those fears and reach out to another YouTuber to see if they would be willing to do that showcase, walkthrough, or commentator tour. Again, whatever you want to call it. I call it commentator tour, but others might call it a walkthrough. Delaying here again because my brain. But I just have to overcome that fear of basically being a leech, or at least my brain is telling me that I will be a leech. So yeah, that's it for the updates. I hope this video was somewhat insightful into Kayan Al-Bashar, so wanted to say maybe this video was enjoying or that you liked it, but was probably more insightful. And it also just clarifies that Kayan Al-Bashar is not dead. It's really alive actually lately. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was probably more insightful. So yeah, it feels a little bit weird, but the YouTuber rant here is, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, there's the like button and the subscribe button if you want to see more. And there's a bell button that if it works, I am 99% sure that Ragnarok is going to happen in the next couple of days. Wish you all an amazing day. Bye bye.